Tonight on the House of Tiny Tearaways.
Let's go!
I don't want him to grow up.
Having these emotions, I don't like it.
It's been a tough 2 days in the House of Tiny Tearaways, but if the families truly want to solve their problems by the end of the week, it'll have to get tougher still. 3 desperate families, each overwhelmed by parenting problems that have turned their toddlers into tearaways.
You do not hit other children, okay?
They're going to be living here for just 6 days in the hope that they can turn their lives around. The person they're looking to for the answers is clinical psychologist Dr. Tanya Byron.
Working with 3 families in such an intense environment is unlike anything I've ever done professionally before, and it is a huge challenge. I'm working with the parents, I'm working with their children, and I'm building a community. It's a tough job to do in a very, very short space of time.
And for the families selected to be part of this programme, this is make or break. This is the House of Tiny Tearaways.
You come here, sit at the table. Come sit at the table then.
Cheryl and Ben James have been up since 5:30. They're joining Claire and Jordan Cowan for breakfast.
This one? Big chair or that chair? Right? And if you have a little bit of toast, you can have a fruit tube. Okay? It is bread. It's toasted bread.
Cheryl James is desperate for help with 3-year-old Ben's food phobia. He'll only eat baby food, dry, soft bread and very specific varieties of crisps and sweets. Yesterday morning, Cheryl had some success when Ben ate toast for the first time. But Tanya is less worried about Ben's palate than she is by Mum Cheryl's overzealous attention at mealtimes. Cheryl wants Ben to try toast again and a piece of crumpet.
Just a tiny, tiny wee, but have a little tiny bite of toast and I'll get you a fruit tube. Good boy. Do you think you can eat a bigger bit? No. But you just ate that one. See if you can have another bite. One more bite. Right. One more piece, one more bite. Just one more bite and you can have your fruit tube. I know you had a little bite. Have a sniff of the crumpet and you get this. Have a sniff of the crumpet, pick it up and have a sniff.
You always eat your breakfast.
Or,
come on, please.
No, that's the toast, Ben. That's crumpet. That's crumpet. Pick up the crumpet, have a sniff of the crumpet, have a lick, and you can have this. Have a lick.
Come on, let us get a
That's it. Have a lick of it.
No. I want a lick.
Would you like some cereal?
I do a lick.
One lick and you get this. You can have that because you had a tiny bite of toast.
What do you want? Do you want that one?
Meanwhile, 2.5-year-old Cian Archer has got into bed with his dad, Shane. Last night he slept in his own bed for the very first time.
Did you sleep well, did you? In your room, yeah, that's a really good boy. Are we going to do that when you go to bed tonight as well? Sleep in your own bed?
No.
Yeah, because that's dead good. Because you're a really good boy, aren't you?
No.
All of the
Geordie,
families
do
are
it.
up. Claire and Matthew Howan are
Can
playing
Ben
with
do
their
it?
son Jordan and the other boys.
Roly poly,
Oh, look, Ben's doing it too.
roly
Don't
poly.
squash me, Matt.
And me.
And you? Sheen want to do it? Roly poly?
Play with...
Oh,
Go over there. Ready, go. Oh, no, you're going to cry.
I'm coming back. Roly poly.
Go on, roll.
Before coming to the house, 3-year-old Jordan Howan was out of control. He had tantrums, hit other children,
Nicely, please.
refused to eat at the table, and didn't always go to the toilet at an appropriate place or
No, not
time.
anybody. That is naughty.
Tanya wants his parents to get more interactive with their son and be more assertive when he misbehaves. They made a good start yesterday, playing with him much more throughout the day
Go save him, Captain Jordan.
and learning how to put him in time-out for being aggressive. But can they build on what they've learnt today?
The roly-poly. Roly-poly. Again, come in.
You go
Come
play
in.
with orange, Jim. It's okay, it's Keen's turn now,
Listen,
isn't
let
it?
Keen have a
You're
turn.
sharing.
Come do roly-poly.
You're sharing, aren't you? That is so nice for you to share. No. No, you do not throw toys. And you do not go to hit Mummy because it is not nice. Jordan, look at me. Jordan, look at Mummy. Look at me, please. You do not throw toys. No. No.
Jordan.
No, I hope you're not going to be silly today. No spitting, thank you. Come on. Come on. No, look at me. Look at me, no. Jordan, look at Mummy. No. You are in here because you were fighting and you were spitting at Mummy and it is not nice. Okay?
You do not spit and you do not hit Mummy. Okay?
You're going to sit in here, okay? Because I do not want spitting.
In the bedroom, Claire. In the bedroom.
In his bedroom.
Come on. Sit.
Can you sit there, please?
Tanya advises that time out should last 1 minute for each year of the child's life.
Wait another minute, and when you go in, you say, tell them again you do not spit and hit Mummy, and you will go back in your bedroom if you do it again, and just take him outside.
Look at Mummy. Jordan, look at Mummy. No, you do not spit, and I do not like spitting. You were in here because you were spitting. I don't like you spitting. And you'll come back in here again, okay? If you are fighting and you hit Mummy. Jordan, look at Mummy. You'll come in here again if you spit and hit anybody, won't you? Right, come on.
From what I've seen, there seems to have been a dramatic change in Claire and Matthew Howan's behaviour towards their son, and he seems to be like a new boy. Am I exaggerating?
No, you're not exaggerating at all. I've found this with other boys like Jordan who have come into the house. Boys with extreme behaviour problems are the boys that seem to change the most quickly. And it's all down to a very, very simple reversal of parenting, which is stop giving attention for the negative behaviour and start giving attention for the positive behaviour.
What is it specifically that has totally changed Jordan around? Is it a routine? Is it them praising him?
Yep.
What is it?
All those things. It's basic parenting that a lot of the other parents have got. These are very basic rules of behaviour which they had just not grounded into their parenting schedule and into Jordan's life. And fascinatingly, literally within 48 hours of doing it, he's now settled and contented and calm.
We saw the Howans put Jordan into time out there. Is that a good example of what they've learnt?
Very good example. A very, very good example. And they did it effectively and they did it decisively. And I think they did it very well. I'm not keen for kids to spend a lot of time in time out at all. And actually, I'm so pleased that he only had one yesterday and hopefully he'll only have one this morning. it's kind of sweet in a way that he's just kind of, okay, beginning of a new day, let's see how far I can push it. And I think what they've shown him is, no, mate, we'll play with you and we love you, but actually you throw a brick at someone's head, you're in your room.
Matthew Howard is having an early morning snack with son Jordan.
Is that a nice biscuit? Shall I get one as well? Shall I get a biscuit, yeah?
Dog. Oh, dog.
Come on.
What's this?
I'm going to have a biscuit as well.
I had this one.
Yeah, you have that one. I'll have this one and Jordan have that one, yeah?
I had that.
Oh, you dipping it? Well done. Fair play, that's initiative.
I dip it as well.
You dip it as well. Would Jordan like another one? Do you want another biscuit? Would Ben like another one? Yeah? All right. Excellent. I'll get you another biscuit. Another biscuit? Yeah. Would Ben like one? There you go, mate. Tuck in.
My seat. You.
Hey guys. Can I sit here? Would you like some crumpet?
I have this. What's that?
Would Ben like one? They're very nice. They're nicer than biscuits. I'm going to close my eyes, right? And no one's going to eat my crumpet, okay? Close my eyes, no one's going to eat it. I hope you're not eating my crumpet. I hope no one's eating it.
No, they're not.
No, it's not the same with me, is it?
No, it's not that, mate. It's the crumpet, isn't it?
Jordan, are you eating Daddy's crumpet?
Oh, you're having some milk and Vicky.
I feel so better now for having that.
Don't spill it around.
They're here. What? See?
You're dunking your Vicky. Mummy does that, doesn't she, in her coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jordan's offering you some banana. Would you like a piece of banana? Say thank you, Jordan. No, not to play and put in there. You can touch it and that. Do you not want any more milk or biscuit or banana?
No.
Had enough? Yes, thank you, Mum.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Cheryl James had a big day with you yesterday. How did breakfast go this morning?
Breakfast was good in the sense that Ben ate some toast, he had some yoghurt, she used the yoghurt and the toast as a sort of bargaining thing, which was fine. But Cheryl still had this very over-anxious, over-attentive, over-talking, over-pushing sort of stance with him. And interestingly, at the end of breakfast, when she sort of went off for a minute and Matt was left with Ben, Ben then just ate 2 biscuits quite happily.
Why did Ben take a new food from Matthew, a man he doesn't know, as opposed to his mum?
Because Matthew didn't force it on him. Matthew was very chilled about it. Matthew was like, if you want it, have it, that's fine, let's go for it. Matthew was fun. When there is no anxiety being transmitted into a child is much more likely to master a skill or do something difficult.
Claire and Matt are entertaining the children in the living room.
Come on, quick. Again.
Right,
Play
Daddy's
again.
going to hide.
Right, Jordan,
Close your
look at me,
eyes.
miss. Close your eyes. Put your hands on your eyes like this.
Close your eyes.
Jordan, turn around.
No peeking.
Close your eyes. Let's go find Matt and Daddy. Let's go. Where is he? He's gone. Is he under the table? Is he under the table?
Daddy!
Where is he?
Daddy!
Shane and Sarah Archer came to Tiny desperate for help with Sammy Queen's sleep problem. Getting him to settle was a nightmare, and usually his parents would resort to driving him around until he fell asleep. But even then, he'd wake regularly and would always end up in his parents' bed. But last night, with Tanya's help, Shane had a massive breakthrough, settling Cian using the rapid return method 8 times. He woke again in the night and it took Dad Shane another 15 times to get him back to sleep. Amazingly, for the first time ever, Cian stayed in his bed all night, and his parents have begun to realise that maybe the problem lies with them rather than with their son. This morning, Tanya is with them in Cian's bedroom, which has been transported from their home in Stafford into the house.
So I can see for you this week, you've come saying, could you just get him to sleep in his bed, please? And suddenly there's everything else.
Oh, yeah, definitely. This is it, yeah.
I mean, like we were saying, we've come in here with thinking it was just asleep.
Yes.
Not even thinking that there was just anything else.
The conversations we've had the last 2 days have just been like we have run into a brick wall. It's just like...
Have you been shocked by what we've been talking about?
Definitely. I mean, the emotional damage that we could be doing to him, obviously the sleep deprivation damage. I mean, that's always been a concern for us, but we've always been under the sort of illusion that if he's tired enough, he will eventually go to sleep.
I would say to you, I don't think you're doing your child emotional damage. I think you are delaying his development. Not only his cognitive development in terms of the fact he's not getting enough sleep, but his emotional and psychological development as a little boy. And I have to say, for me, this bedroom kind of represents that. This bedroom for me is a little child's bedroom, not a toddler's bedroom. First of all, if I can just be really frank, and I think you've said this before, it represents a child whose parents can never say no. The second thing is, this is a bedroom which I think is far too overstimulating. It doesn't surprise me that bedtime has been the fuss. My final point about these toys is a lot of them are really inappropriate for his age. And for me, they represent the fact that you are struggling to let go of your baby and recognise he's becoming a toddler. I would like to encourage you to strip it out. Make this into a big boy's room. I can give you some boxes and I can leave you in here to start de-babyifying your son.
Okay. That's fine.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Because, I mean, when we get home, we'll put it up in the loft. Because I know, but I can't. I know, charity shop. But some of the stuff I want to keep.
Of course, I keep stuff with my kids when they were babies.
We can just put it away, and it's all right laughing, but I mean, we can just put it away.
Does it make you feel a bit cross and upset?
No, because I mean, I know. I mean, I've said it many times. Oh, I don't know. I wish he was small still, and I don't. And I do.
Yeah. You wish he was small.
Yeah, because I mean, the chances like we probably will never have any more.
Oh, that's hard then.
And you know what I mean? I don't want him to grow up. And I'm the first to say it.
I understand that. I really do. The truth is, though...
But he's going to and he's got to and... Yeah.
But it's emotional for you, isn't it?
What do we do with all these then? Put them in the box?
In the box, yeah.
He likes him though, doesn't he?
He likes Dylan, yeah.
He likes that one because it plays a tune.
Yeah, okay. Packed all his books away.
Well, some of them are too young. Some of them are too old. We're just buying them for the sake of it and even reading him stories. He's got that much stuff. No wonder we've got no money left.
I found a conversation with the Archers in their son Cian's bedroom fascinating because it was as if it hadn't occurred to them but that maybe there was too much stuff in that room. Do you think it's got in? Have you seen the room since they've done it?
Yes, it certainly looks less cluttered. I can see that a lot of sort of baby debris type stuff has been taken out and the boxes are full. I was a bit disappointed because I think Shane left that very much up to Sarah, and it was something I wanted them to do together and to sort of remember and to think about it. But I am disappointed there's one thing in that room that they should have elected not to be there, and it's still there, the bed.
That bed's got to go.
Well, yes, I think so. A bed needs to look like a bed for a child that really doesn't sleep well. It's so full on and garish. It reminds me more of a cot than a bed. It's got sides, it's got sort of uprights. I think for this little boy, he needs to be in a bed and feel space around him. So I hope later on they might, with a bit of gentle persuasion, agree that he needs to go into a bigger big boy bed.
While Jordan plays with the James family, his parents, Matthew and Claire, have their morning consultation with Tanya.
Now, I'm a little bit worried about the two of you.
Okay.
Because you're doing so well. That sounds bonkers, doesn't it? But Since you've come into this house, you've now pledged to be a couple again. You seem to be getting on very well. Your son has almost transformed into a child that we don't recognise. Relatively rarely hitting children, although I've seen a couple this morning, which is fine because that's normal. He's a toddler. But my concern is if I keep you in this house all week with me, you're going to go home and next Saturday it's all going to fall apart. And I want to test you today. I'm sending you out of the house today. Oh, now a little bit of anxiety. Oh, suddenly, oh, you've gone pink. I'm going to get you to go to a park because obviously he likes that and it's a good place to go. But I'm going to get you to control his play. Now, normally I would never recommend that to parents. When you play with your kids, you let them lead. You commentate on what they're doing. You praise them up. And I want you to do all of that when he's playing, but I want you to stop the play, take him away, and then take him back and start the play, and then stop the play and take him away and bring him back. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because I want to see how he reacts and how you react. So you'll both do it, but you'll do it separately. You'll go first, Claire. Matt, you'll watch. You'll then go, Matt, and you'll watch. And the reason I've decided to separate you is that you win on the assertive side, and you win on the entertainment side. Now, what he needs is both. So I want you to learn from each other, but I also want you to recognise what you need to develop for yourself and what you can offer each other.
It's the third day in the House of Tiny Tearaways, and our 3 families are all making progress. At home, 3-year-old Ben's extremely limited diet is making Mum Cheryl James fear for his health. Since being in the house, Ben's made progress with trying new foods, but it's becoming clear that the problem is rooted in Cheryl's own anxieties. Before coming to the house, Claire and Matthew Howan's relationship had fallen apart under the stress of trying to cope with son Jordan's constant tantrums, demands and increasingly aggressive bullying. On the first night, they decided to give their relationship another go, and Jordan has responded to their more united and assertive approach with significantly improved behaviour. But they'll have to keep up the good work if Jordan is to continue making progress.
Kiss. Oh, you!
Sarah and Shane Archer arrived in the house exhausted, having existed on just a few hours sleep a night while sharing their bed with 2.5-year-old son Kian. To get him to sleep, they had to drive him around for anything up to an hour. Last night brought an incredible breakthrough when Dad Shane managed to put his son to bed using the rapid return technique just 23 times throughout the night. Still to come.
I feel so stupid.
While Ben plays with the Archers outside, Tanya has called Cheryl James into the consultation room to discuss breakfast.
I want you to see how completely anxious you are around him. I want to show you something very interesting that happened this morning. I also want you to see how much better you're doing. But I don't want to tell you what I see. I want to ask you what you see.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
So this I've taken from breakfast this morning.
Okay.
You all right?
Yeah, I am.
Let me just... Right. Look at your body language.
You eat a little bit of toast and I'll get you a Skittle. Just a tiny, tiny wee bite. Have a little tiny bite of toast and I'll get you a fruit tube. Good boy. Do you think you can eat a bigger bit? No. But you just ate that one. See if you can have another bite. One more bite.
Right. Okay. That's the first one. What did you see? What did you see there?
There was no enthusiasm with me. I wasn't assertive with it. I was all blah, 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 blah.
You're just so unbelievably anxious. I mean, just things like very stiff body language. You're very relaxed with him when you play with him, but when he eats, you become this kind of rod of steel. leaning right over, right in his face. If you look at him, he's just like, no. It's like, get back off, Mum, go away, I'm gonna smack you. It's like, leave me alone.
So you weren't interested in that toast at all this morning?
No. But then, here's the next bit. Then see what happens in this one.
I'm going to cut down.
That's right.
Teacher, water.
Yeah. Is your biscuit nice?
Get into water.
Oh, you dipping it? Well done. Fair first initiative.
I dip it as well.
You dip it as well?
You just left the room. Literally, you've been out of the room about 5
So
seconds.
different when I'm not there, isn't he?
Just
There's no anxiety in him at all.
If
He
you
dipped his biscuit in the milk.
Yeah. If you said to somebody, okay, one of those children there has an eating problem,
No, he didn't look like he had an eating
they'd say probably Jordan because he probably eats a bit too much, but they wouldn't have said your son.
Yeah, he didn't look like he had an eating problem.
Not at all.
Okay, so
Let's just slow down. Slow down.
Yeah.
Let's just relax. Let's just accept this is going to happen for a few meal times. Let's just keep looking at it, because I think it's emotion. Right, let's fix it. Let's just see it and sit with it and not drown, and we'll be fine. Now, this one I want you to watch, for me, is fascinating. And here there are big mistakes, okay?
Right, yes.
So the last clip has just happened. You've just come back now. It's a few seconds. So he's dunking away. He's eating with the most relaxed little body posture, happily eating. Mummy comes back, and this is what happens. Wipe.
You're dunking your bicky. Mummy does that, doesn't she, in her coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Geordie's gone off crumpets, you know. He didn't eat his that I did him.
Huh?
We've just been eating well.
Jordan's offering you some banana. Would you like a piece of banana? Say thank you, Jordan. No, not to play, and put it. I stopped him. Touch it and that. Do you not want any more milk or biscuit or banana?
No.
Had enough? Oh, I put that question in his head. Do you not want it?
I reckon that banana might have gone in that milk, and a bit might have gone in his mouth.
I stopped it, didn't I?
You said no, don't put it. But you did it. So basically, this is what we had. We had a lot of this.
Yeah, instantly.
And
I
then
wiped him.
Instantly, you wiped him. Then we had. Oh, he was offering you a banana, which was nice, and that was lovely. That was a gentle, coaxing voice, excellent. But I know now your heart rate is going. You're thinking banana. He takes the banana, which bananas are quite slimy, which for him is quite a challenge, as we saw yesterday.
Of course, yeah.
He takes the banana. He's thinking, oh, I really enjoyed dunking my biscuit in my milk, so maybe I could put my banana in there.
And I instantly went, no, not in there.
Yeah. So you stopped him. Banana was like, okay, something to be scared of, won't eat the banana.
And then I went, you don't want any more, do you?
And it was a negative.
Yeah.
At the moment, Cheryl, it's not about what he eats. It's about the process of eating. This is what I said to you yesterday. You're still completely fixated on what he will eat. Because you're so anxious and because you're on your own. I've worked with lots of anxious mums before, but they've always had a partner. You're doing this on your own. I'm your partner and I'll help you, but I don't want to get too involved because I'm not coming home with
exactly,
you.
Exactly,
Yeah.
You're not coming home. I've got to do this.
Why, sweetheart, what?
I just don't like it.
Don't like what?
I don't like having these emotions. I don't like it.
Because? What are they doing?
Making me feel a weak person.
You're very strong. This is strength. Blocking is not so strong, because blocking is saying I can't deal. Do you think this is the right time for you to be doing this?
Yeah, if I don't do it now, I won't do it. If I don't do it now, if I don't face up to it now, I'll just push it aside like I have done everything else. I won't face it.
He might not be eating new foods by the end of the week.
I don't care anymore.
But he'll be off jars.
No, I know that there's other...
He'll be off jars, he'll be self-feeding, he'll be sitting with a plate in front of him with things he doesn't know, and he'll have a mum who's just finally been able to let go.
Tanya has sent the Howan family out for an afternoon in the park so that Matt can work on his assertiveness with Jordan.
Oh,
Off we go.
Ready?
And Claire can learn to put more fun into her play. Each parent has a time session on selected activities in the park, at the end of which they must move Jordan without any fuss.
No.
It's a bag.
It's a what?
Bag.
Nearly kicked Mummy in the face then. I think I need to go and see if I can find any red leaves over here. Would you like to come and help me? Would you like to go on this?
No.
I think you should come over here with Mummy.
No.
Come on. Do you think you can find the bike's wheels for me? I can't see any, can you? Maybe it's got a flat tyre.
Tanya's tip on the distraction technique seems to be paying off for Claire, and Matt is trying to get to grips with disciplining his son.
Can you not do that, please? Sit down here. Can you stop it? Look at me. You do not bite. No, can you stop it? Can you stop it?
Having successfully coped with the playground, the final stage of the exercise is to get Jordan to eat 3 types of food he normally wouldn't touch.
Jordan?
If you have some sandwich, you can have a sausage.
Okay.
Would you like, some crisps?
Oh, that one.
Carrots first, George.
Pass me those crisps, Daddy, please. Put that in your tummy and I will open your crisps. Don't bite my finger. Put it in your tummy. Where's that carrot gone?
And then my tummy.
Oh, you've got crisps now.
Ooh, Jordan, you have a bite of that bread.
No.
You do not hit.
Go away.
You do not hit. Jordan. Jordan.
I'll break it in 2, yeah? Like this. Okay, and I'll have this bit. Mummy.
I don't want to.
Look.
You eat that? Look. Daddy's getting you a sausage out. You can eat it if you have that for me. He's going to bite me. He's going to bite me. Put that bread in your tummy. Is it going
Is it
down
gone?
here?
Is your bread
Is
gone?
it going in the...
No, have you got your bread?
Let me see.
Open.
It's gone.
Well
Good
done.
boy. Well
There you
done.
go. So bye-bye, Park.
Bye, Paul.
That's your cheese spread on your bread, darling.
It's Ben's lunchtime. To build on his success at trying new foods like cheese spread, Cheryl has given him a totally new flavour of crisps to try. After a consultation with Tanya, Cheryl is trying her hardest to relax.
Kian's having cheese spread sandwich.
I want cheese spread candy.
That's what you got, cheese spread sandwich.
I don't want this. No.
Ben, can't eat some of your cheese spread sandwich then, Pops?
No. I'm hungry.
How about your crisps?
No. Nothing.
Oh, that's got to... I'll run to the toilet, I am.
I want guys. I want guys. I want guys.
Get some of your cheese spread.
I want that more. I want this.
You don't want it, you eat it.
I want. It's nice. I like it.
Yeah, leave it there for him for now. You can have some more in a minute.
Secret. Nice.
Nice.
I'll finish this.
Yeah, you've got to eat a bit more. You've got to see if we can eat a bit more before Mummy comes back from the toilet.
It's fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah.
He is now sitting at a table calmly, not screaming.
Can he ask for his dinner?
This is a new plate for him. This is the bread and cheese spread he'd never done before he came into the house.
No, the cheese spread is... No.
No?
Yeah. And the chicken crisps.
You have some of your sandwich?
No.
Yeah, eat a bit of that.
Go. Like this.
God, good old Sarah.
I know.
Give her a big kiss.
I know. Because she's being great because she's telling him to do that so that Ben, you know, so that she's being me.
She's supporting you.
Yeah,
she's being your friend.
she's being me without the anxiety. Okay. I'm really pleased.
Good. Fred.
He's happy, isn't he, as well?
Not anxious?
No.
Look, I got messy.
Yeah.
So we know he can do it.
Yeah.
It's whether you can do it.
Yeah.
Would this be the most grown-up meal he's ever eaten?
Yes.
In his life?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
See if we can have a piece all gone by the time Mummy gets back. See if we can eat all this bit by the time Mummy gets back.
And can you see how he's absolutely attending to her? He's really picking up on how she's encouraging him gently, and you will do all of this without a doubt because you started just there.
As long as I work at it and
But he has to unlearn what you represent, and that's going to take time.
Yeah.
That was a big bite.
Oh, Ben! Sarah, he hasn't eaten all that while Mummy's been in the toilet. Has Ben eaten all that while Mummy's been in the toilet? Did you?
Yeah, I ate Chris.
You eat Chris? Oh. Do you think? I wonder if I want Sarah. Sarah, do you think he could eat some of that cheese spread, that cheese sandwich before Mummy looks this time? Do you think he could? I don't think he can do it. He's a cheeky little monkey. Oh, Ben. Mummy's going to go and make a cup of coffee, sweetheart, okay?
Coffee?
Yeah.
Coffee?
Do you want one?
Please, yeah.
Yeah? Thanks so much.
That's all right.
Honestly, I really want You're doing exactly what I should have been doing without the anxiety. Yeah.
Yeah, but it is different though when you're not involved though, isn't it?
That's what we're saying.
You look like a big boy. The Howans returned from their trip to the park and joined Tanya and the other families in the garden. Tanya is introducing a new good behaviour incentive in the house. If the children are well behaved throughout the day, they'll receive a ride on the Tearaway train and a treat from their named station.
What do children who've been really good in my house get to do?
What do they get to do? What do
go on the train. So who's the first one to go on the train?
Would you like to go on the train?
Come on then!
Yay!
Very good.
Being a good boy?
Yep.
Ready? Really?
Now, if you were at home, you could do this easily at home. If you had some swings in the garden that you know your child loved, you had a behaviour that you needed to change, you could restrict the use of the swings depending on whether they did what it is you wanted them to do.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a dip. I don't know if Jordan crashed the train. What's he got? Go and get it. Pick it up. What have you opened it? No. What's that? Sweetie, good boy, well done! Yay!
Let's give Jordan a big clap for being a good boy.
Here we go. Come on, Kian.
Go on then.
That's a clever boy. You drive all the way round and back to your station.
Jump on then.
We won't push our luck, we'll just do it once.
Jump on then.
Ready? This
Press
is
the
because
button, away you
Kian
go.
sleeps like a big boy.
Yeah. Look at Kian.
Very good.
done,
Keep
Kian.
going.
Ready?
Keep going. And
Kian,
stop at your station.
Your station.
Sleeping like a big boy.
Stop.
Sorry. Now, why ate you? Listen to me, little Ben. It's because you ate your lunch like a big boy. Off you go.
Yeah, he'll probably go around twice. Mummy, I'll give you a push.
I don't think he's on.
Keep going, you can get another go. You're the sweetest. Benny, like a big boy.
Go to where the green one is, darling.
Ready? Stop at the station.
There you go.
Keep going.
What's in your station for eating like a big boy? What's Ben got for eating all his dinner and eating all on his own? What you got? Have a look. Come and have a look. Some sweeties.
Yay!
Yay.
Big clap for children. Very good.
Oh, wow.
Children.
Wow.
While Dad, Shane, looks after Kian, Tani has asked Sarah Archer to join her.
So, how are you feeling?
Okay.
Are you?
Yes.
Better day?
Yeah. I didn't think it'd be like it was last night.
What were you expecting?
To wake up more
Right.
than what he did.
Do you feel like you're letting him down?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
For a mother to feel that about her child.
Yeah. Because I just think, well, you just want, I'm trying to do the best I can for him, and obviously he wants me, and for me to walk away, it is difficult.
Is this linked, do you think, in any way to the baby, Kian? The sort of...
I mean, it could be, yeah. That I'm frightened of him growing up, yeah.
Are you? Why are you?
I mean, obviously we had trouble getting him in the first place.
Tell me a little bit about that.
When I was born, I had hair springs, so obviously I had scar adhesions and all that. And when we tried, it took a long time, so we went to the doctors, and then we went on fertility treatment, and obviously I got pregnant and I lost one.
Right.
Then I got pregnant again, and obviously so he means the world to me. I do treat him as that I don't want him to grow up.
Because he could be your only baby.
Yeah.
What then happens to you? Because if you have given over the whole of your recent years, and I'm not just talking since he's been born, because prior to that there was how many weeks were you when you lost the other
11 weeks.
Right.
Yeah.
So feeling quietly confident that it was
all right. Yeah.
Do you remember that time?
Yep. I know exactly where I was and when it happened.
Where were you?
In a church.
Oh gosh, in a church. And you just suddenly felt...
And perhaps that is half of why I'm like I am with him.
Right. Because... Here, sweetheart.
Sorry.
No, please don't apologise. I think there are tears here that need to be...
But yeah, I think that is half of the battle. And then obviously when we had Kian, it was just like all our dreams had come true. And we obviously spoilt him from day one. And obviously now we've made it worse, whereas we never thought we were making it worse.
And being in a church, was that kind of weird for you as well, to be in a sort of
place, and lose it,
Is it a church is important to you?
No.
So you were just...
No, I was just obviously at a christening and it just happened.
A christening?
Yeah.
Oh, God, it gets worse. It gets worse. So welcoming somebody else's baby into the faith and a day of celebration and your baby left you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hard.
Yeah.
So Kian has a huge responsibility.
Yeah.
It's to kind of keep you feeling okay about the loss of the first baby and keep you both happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But actually I know he makes you happy, but he causes you so much stress and anxiety.
Yeah. Yeah.
The love you have for him is almost a love that is just he and you joined together.
Yeah. It's like to me it feels I'm obsessive about it. It's just took over everything.
To the point that, would you say you've lost a sense of who you are as an individual, as a woman?
Yeah. I mean, there's never any time for me. I never do anything for me. Nothing is for me anymore.
Because it makes you feel guilty?
Yeah.
When you say you were obsessed before, how were you obsessed? Did you go and buy things?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
What did you used to buy?
I bought, baby stuff and everything. Because I wanted a child that bad.
Oh.
I just bought stuff.
When you were not even pregnant?
Yeah.
What did you used to buy?
Clothes, beds, cots, anything.
Oh, serious? Big stuff?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And where did they go?
In this bedroom.
So you made a bedroom for a baby that hadn't even been conceived?
Yeah.
Wow. And when you used to go and buy these things, did you used to sort of pretend that you were...
for somebody else.
You used to pretend they were for somebody else?
Yeah.
Oh, sweetheart. That must have felt really empty.
Yeah. I feel so stupid.
Why is it stupid? I think you were really sad and really desperate. So you used to go into a shop and say, I'm buying a cot for a friend? Or...
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So it actually felt like a big secret, a big deception.
Yeah.
Almost like you were having an affair and pretending that it wasn't happening, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And what did Shane say about all this when you used to come home with cots?
I think he just did it because he didn't say anything, I think, just because it was keeping me happy. It was making me happy buying stuff.
But it wasn't, it was making you really sad, wasn't it?
Yeah. And just said it was for other people. If anybody asked, it was like for other people.
So it felt like a big deception?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You must have been so unhappy. So unhappy.
And I think that's why, when I had Kian, I've been like that because it was never what I expected it to be.
What do you
When
mean?
I had him, I never expected it to be so tiring, it to be so demanding. I thought it was just going to be
magical.
Yeah, he was going to be so perfect because I wanted him so badly.
Right.
I thought he was always going to sleep and eat and be so good, never have tantrums and all that, and obviously it's not, and it is so difficult.
It's hard being a parent.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be, or for me to actually turn around and, ever think that I'd come to somebody for help. I'd never ever thought I would do this.
Yeah. So that's been a bit of a blow to you as a mother.
Yeah, because I thought, everything was just going to fit in and he was going to be just perfect and, I'd never have a problem with anything.
Up to you.
Shane is invited to join the consultation, and with them now both present, Tony wants to readdress Ian's overstimulating
It's obviously something, there's been tears.
Now I'm going to play you something now. There is one thing in the bedroom that I think is still there, and I personally don't think should be there. And it's just going to come in there.
The bed.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I thought that was going to happen.
Why do you think I've got a problem with that bed?
Because it's not a bed, it's a play activity. Yeah.
A, it's not a bed.
Yeah.
B, it's bright red and in your face with blooming lights and flashing and goodness knows what.
Yeah.
And C, I think it looks more like a cot. It's got high sides and it's got a big thing at the end. And that is not a bed that big boys sleep in. That is a kind of transition from a cot into a bed, but nothing really.
Yeah.
Would you be prepared to get rid of that bed? What do you think, Shane?
I think we've got to, if it's
Part
for the
of me
good
says
of
yes, and then I think...
Part of me says we've only just bought it.
He's never slept in it.
How much did it cost?
It was expensive.
No, it was £150. It was £150.
That's quite a lot of money, that, isn't it?
And I'm like, he's never slept in it.
Tanya is catching up with Claire and Matt Cowan following their trip out to the park.
Do you leave does the memory of the outing leave you feeling positive or not so positive?
Yeah, because I thought it was going to be a lot worse.
Yeah, I thought it'd just be another normal day out with Geordie doing what he wants when he wants. But
I thought it was going to be a lot worse, and other children turned up as well, didn't they?
And was there any?
No.
Didn't go anywhere near.
You're better at playing and you're better at setting boundaries and being assertive. Did you get anything from watching each other?
I did.
What?
I could be more like... Be like really enthusiastic about things. Like be over the top and just make a fool of it.
Not just say, Jordan, go on the swing. Jordan, go on the swing,
Okay.
I was trying my best.
You did a good job.
But could she do better?
Possibly she could adapt it to her own style. Like, the last thing you'll need is stand there in the park going, come on, Jordan, on the slide.
Is that what you're doing?
I don't mind making a total fool myself. You know that.
So you could bump it up a bit. And what about Matt's kind of assertiveness and boundary keeping and all that sort of stuff?
I think though when the boundaries are being placed, I do tend to sort of let them sort of bend and twist and never stay on track. I want to.
Did you feel anxious that you weren't in the house because this is your comfort zone?
I don't think the surroundings are completely relevant. Because when we get home, Jordan is going to know that if he hits or does whatever, he's going in a room on his own.
It's Tuesday now, and I think Jordan and we have achieved a little bit.
A lot.
A lot.
Thank you.
And we've got 3 more days left. It's
it's strange to think what's going to happen on by Friday.
Well, I tell you what I want you to do. I want you to start saying no a bit more, because what I'm finding is that you're really good at the play and the enthusiasm, but you're kind of playing and enthusiasming him out of everything.
Right.
And I think you're still a bit anxious about going no and walking away in case he goes into a major strop.
Wait.
So I'm still finding it's a bit of, Jordan, come on, now, I like all of that, and I like distraction, and I think you do it really well. You're good at distracting him out of something. But I just feel we've kind of cracked that, really.
Yeah.
What we need to crack now is the moments where you actually just have to say no and deal with the consequences.
It's dinner time, and tonight Cheryl wants to get Ben to eat some carrot, something he's always refused in the past.
Are you eating like a big boy as
She's
well?
prepared a plate of his favourite chips with a little carrot on the side.
Can you eat a little bit of carrot then?
No. No.
Oh. I wonder if Ben really wants to go on that train.
No.
Can Ben eat that little teeny weeny piece of carrot that Mummy's going to put on that fork? That really tiny piece of carrot. Take it off the fork if you want to. Take it off the fork.
Did you wash your hands because it's tea time now? Would you
I'm going to sleep in the Mummy's just going for a wee-wee.
Shall we see if we can eat that orange thing on your plate so that we can have a ride on the train?
Is this orange? Look. How about eating this? Because that's orange. You try that.
That's carrot.
Yeah, you try that. It's an orange colour. You try that, and then you'll be allowed to go on the train. And then you'll be able to go on the train.
Just like
you
an
try
orange
it.
chip, isn't it? Eh?
You try it, and then.
Are you going to sit?
What about this one here? Ben? Look. You see this big carrot here? You pick that up. This one.
Like a chip.
That's like an orange coloured chip. You have that one and have a little bite off this one. Yeah, you have a bite off this one, and then perhaps you'll be able to go. Yeah, you have a bite and see if then you can go on the train.
Like an orange coloured chip.
He didn't do it, did he, Sarah? Did he do that? Nah, my boy didn't do that. My boy didn't do it. What? He ate a piece of carrot?
Oh, did you?
No, I missed it.
Show Mummy.
No.
Do it again so Mummy can
How
see.
big
Show
is
Mummy.
he? And I missed it. He's not. Is that my Ben doing that? He's going to get a go on the train for eating that carrot, isn't he, guys?
Yeah.
Ben's going to get a sticker to put on his chart and a go on the train.
It's been a successful day in the House of Tiny Tearaways, and while some of the parents relax after a long day, the ushers have decided to take the final step in de-babyfying Ian's bedroom.
God, this is going to be longer than our bed at home.
Possibly.
With Kian's new bed in place, it's Mum Sarah's turn to settle him to sleep. Her goal is to use the same rapid return technique that Dad Shane successfully used last night. If Kian gets out of bed, Sarah must return him immediately without fuss. It's an especially difficult challenge for Sarah. Not only is Kian sleeping in his new bed for the first time, but her overprotective anxiety means she cannot bear to hear her son cry. After returning her son to bed just the once, Kian is sleeping soundly in his brand new bed. But will Sarah's anxiety be keeping her awake tonight? Tomorrow on the House of Tiny Tearaways.
It's upset you because of what I'm doing to his body.